Today, we're covering one of the fastest growing major cities in the United States, commonly known as the Queen City. No, Cincinnati, we're not talking about you. This southern jewel, whose one-of-a-kind attractions and unique beauty shine brightly, from brewery-heavy art districts to an ever-growing culinary pool of talent. This city has quietly become one of the hottest destinations to visit in the US. Get ready for tangy Carolina-style barbecue and miles of lush greenery, because we're going to Charlotte, North Carolina. Jacob here. Welcome to Destinations Explained, a fun series we do that dives into destinations from around the world. If you watched before, welcome back. And if you're new here, it's great to have you. If you haven't already, like this video, watch till the end, and down below, comment any place we may have missed. Here we go. Back in the 1500s, the Charlotte area was already home to the Catawban tribe, who had established living areas along the river. By the 1700s, Presbyterian settlers of Scotch-Irish descent posted up at the intersection of ancient trading paths and said, let's build a city here. King George III still ruled the colonies when European settlers charted the town back in 1768. They named the new settlement after the king's wife, Queen Charlotte, and gave the surrounding county the name Mecklenburg, in honor of Her Majesty's birthplace in Germany. Fast forward to the city's first boom, which came after the Civil War, as the town grew into a cotton processing center and railroad hub. The city of Charlotte's success would continue to thrive through the 1900s, despite all the wars and oppression. And later on, the city's modern-day banking industry achieved prominence in the 1970s and 80s, and became the second largest banking headquarters in the United States after New York City. Today, according to the Census Bureau's most recent estimates, Charlotte's total population saw one of the largest growth rates in the country among large cities over the past few years. An estimated amount of around 888,000 people have moved to the Charlotte metro, a decade-long growth rate of 59.6%, which officially made Charlotte one of the fastest growing cities in the country. As for now, Charlotte has a population of almost 900,000 people, with a metropolitan population just over 2.5 million. Despite the humidity, the weather is quite nice, with a summer high average of 90 degrees Fahrenheit to a low average of 69 degrees Fahrenheit. Nice, with winter's high average of 51 degrees Fahrenheit to a low of 31 degrees Fahrenheit. Whether you're visiting Charlotte on the hottest days of summer or the coldest nights in winter, we guarantee our list will have you covered. Our first tourist destination is as touristy as it gets. Shopping, restaurants, lake views, spending 20 minutes to find parking. Yep, this is some good old American living. Starting with the shops at University Place. 10 miles north of uptown Charlotte lies dozens of fabulous shops, services, and eateries among a tranquil lake setting. Spend a day browsing, relaxing, dining, and enjoying the outdoor entertainment options offered at the center, including paddleboat rides and the annual concert series. Standout spots for us include Boardwalk Billy's Raw Bar and Ribs, 90s Milkshake Bar, and of course, Dave's Paddleboats for cruising around the water. So there's something for everyone to enjoy at shops at University Place. Once an asphalt parking lot flanked by abandoned buildings, this attraction now composes a signature backdrop to Charlotte's contemporary culture and community, embodying the heart of the city. Here at Romare Bearden Park. This 5.4-acre public park is named after Charlotte-born artist Romare Bearden. Located in uptown Charlotte, it offers fitness and culture art programs throughout the year. It presents 2 gardens, a courtyard of dining tables with chairs on a bed of crushed granite, a formal event green field, a play area with interactive digital chimes, including dance chimes, and several waterfalls. There's also plenty of places to eat within walking distance from the park, so we'd actually recommend getting something to go nearby and stopping at the park for a picnic. Not traveling with the kids? This next spot is 21 plus only and offers adults an immersive experience unlike any other. From curated culinary options and inventive mixed drinks to some competitive mini golfing, get ready for an epic night out at Puttery. Each unique course is designed to be a visceral, detailed experience that transports guests to an unexpected location. From rooftops to libraries and more, you just have to see it to believe it. Forget the pencils. The scoring technology means all you need to do is plug in your score on the digital scorecard at each hole and make sure you're beating your friends. However, putting is just a part of the experience. The chefs and bartenders have created a menu of delicious shareable eats and tasty cocktails. This high-tech, totally reimagined adults-only playground of boozy beverages, food, and courses is like no mini golf you've ever seen. Well, except the location in Dallas, but I digress. Next up, just 12 miles south of uptown Charlotte off I-77, on the North Carolina and South Carolina border, lies an incredible 408-acre amusement park, Carowinds. Here you'll find almost 60 world-class rides, live entertainment, Camp Snoopy, and down-home Carolina cuisine. If you need to cool off, Carowinds also boasts its own water park, Carolina Harbor, which is included with your Carowinds admission. You'll have your pick of family and thrill rides, including Fury 325, the world's tallest and fastest Giga Coaster. The park includes a 27,000 square foot wave pool, a 3-acre kids pool, and a lazy river, among other attractions. The park has a Halloween event called Scarowinds and a winter event called Winterfest. And just last year in 2021, they debuted Boogie Board Racer, the longest mat racing slide in the Southeast, delivering an amazing high-speed, high-thrill experience. At the top of the water slide, you and 5 other racers will grab a mat and toe the line. So just make sure to check out their website for prices, hours, and other information. Now it's time for our favorite part of traveling, nature. Heading 30 miles north from Charlotte lies an adrenaline junkie's paradise, filled with cliff jumping, rope swinging, beach volleyball, and swimming, all within the beautiful Quarry at Carrigan Farms. For most of the year, Carrigan Farms is a low-key, family-owned property that grows fruits and vegetables and hosts weddings. But during summertime, they open their natural spring quarry to the public for daily open swims. The quarry is breathtaking, with rocky cliffs towering over emerald green water as blue skies shine through the trees. No outside food is allowed, but there's the Quarry Kitchen restaurant, which serves burgers, sandwiches, pizza, salads, ice cream, and beer and wine. Now, this place is as cool as it sounds, but there is a lot of rules and regulations to be aware of, so just check out the website before you go. Swimming not your thing? Well, you're not gonna like this next spot, or the place after that. Anyway, for anyone visiting in the warmer seasons, we got more in store for you. Along the famous Lake Norman lies Ramsey Creek Park. This 46-acre waterfront park welcomes families and individuals, including a beach spot for relaxing, a playground and zipline for the kids, and a canine park for the dogs. There's also boat launching and docks, picnic shelters, nature trails, a fishing pier, and a volleyball court. The picnic shelters are available for reservation along the shores of Lake Norman. And last time we checked, the swimming beach is open Wednesday through Sunday from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. And parking is $10 per vehicle for county residents and $15 per vehicle for anyone else. So whether you want to swim in a quarry or lake, the outskirts of Charlotte definitely have you covered. However, the water action doesn't stop there. Oh no. This next spot puts those last two places to bed. We're talking full-on recreation. Whitewater rafting, canoeing, kayaking, rappelling, rock climbing, and more. All of this can be found just 12 miles outside of Charlotte at the U.S. National Whitewater Center. This not-for-profit outdoor recreation and athletic training facility opened to the public in 2006 and has quickly become a must-see attraction in the area. The center's primary feature is the world's largest and most complex recirculating artificial whitewater river. The river channels were designed by 3-time Olympian Scott Shipley. Quick fact, its powerful pumps can unleash enough water to fill an Olympic-sized swimming pool. There's more than 30 different land and water activities to choose from, a dining experience at River's Edge, which has a patio view of the whitewater rafting, and a pump house Biergarten, which has 60 craft beers on tap. Look, we can go on and on about this place, but if you're gonna blow your cash in one place somewhere in Charlotte, you gotta do it here. Forgot your bathing suit? Don't worry, it wouldn't be a Destinations Explained video without some hiking. Just 30 minutes west of Charlotte, you'll find 5,300 acres of recreational gold at Crowder's Mountain State Park. Companion peaks at the state park, the Pinnacle and Crowder's Mountain, offers challenging hikes, towering cliffs, and 25-mile views of the surrounding Piedmont. The most popular hike is the Pinnacle, a 4.2-mile out-and-back trail with almost 800 feet in elevation gain. Need something a little easier? The Tower Trail and Backside Trail Loop is a 2.6-mile loop at around 700 feet in elevation gain. And if you happen to show up on a clear enough day, you'll actually get a fantastic view of the Charlotte skyline from afar. Lastly, if all that nature and day tripping seems like a bit much, then why not just take it easy and stay near the city at everyone's favorite neighborhood destination, Freedom Park. Freedom Park is to Charlottans what Central Park is to New Yorkers. This premise of 98 acres includes paved trails, tennis and volleyball courts, athletic fields, and playground equipment. Free films and musical performances in the park pavilion are featured throughout the summer, and every September they have the Festival in the Park, which annually attracts over 100,000 visitors. There's also a beautiful bandshell theater, a cool obstacle course for kids, bike sharing stations to get around easier, and alluring trail bridges. And do you know what else is alluring? Your face, when you support today's sponsor, Geology. Look, let's be honest with ourselves. none of us actually follow a healthy skincare routine. And if you say you do, I bet you tell your dentist you floss twice a day too. Sure, keep telling yourself that. But isn't it crazy that we're surprised when a pimple shows up when we don't even give our skin the daily attention it deserves? Lucky for us, Geology made it super easy with their new essential 2-step treatment. So what is it? Well, they call it the 1-2 punch of acne treatment. It's a powerful face wash and retinol cream combo that takes 30 seconds, 2 steps, that's it. And you might ask, why is it different from all the other acne commercials I see? Well, it's actually healthier because they don't use harsh chemicals like benzoyl peroxide or tretinoin like some of the other people use. But that's none of our business. Instead, they use retinol, niacinamide, hyaluronic, and salicylic acid at the perfect ratios for your skin type, which are proven to be the healthiest long-term treatment for your skin. To put it simply, stop burning your skin and causing premature wrinkles. Look, Geology's mission is a lifelong skin regimen that is healthy, you can stick with, and that works. No short-term harsh chemicals that do more damage than good. Geology is giving our watchers 50% off, so visit the link in our bio and actually start treating your skin right. And go buy some floss. Just kidding, you don't have to floss, but you do have to take care of your skin. You're stuck with it for the rest of your life. Might as well keep it pimple-free. Now look, we're from Texas, and we love endless amount of options we have here when talking barbecue. However, there's something going on about Carolina barbecue that just makes it different. Let's start our restaurant list with one of the most popular barbecue joints in North Carolina, Midwood Smokehouse. Now, Carolina barbecue may be a thing, but Charlotte itself isn't much of a representation for it, especially when compared to their neighbor Lexington, which has an annual festival dedicated to barbecue. However, FS Food Group took the region by storm with their star-studded cast of restaurants, and in 2011, Midwood Smokehouse made its debut. Charlotte is geographically in the Lexington-style tomato sauce barbecue territory, but here, they marry it with a light drizzling of the vinegar base that others on the East Coast are keen to. Pitmaster Matt Berry cooks his chicken, pork, and turkey over North Carolina hickory in a computer-controlled smoker. His hand-pulled chopped pork is lightly covered with a vinegar-based sauce. The chicken is tossed with the delicious house or mustard dressing. Texas-style brisket is smoked for 12 to 14 hours, and it's delicious, dry, or slathered. Pair that with some collards and baked beans and chase it all down with a Hop Dry and Roll IPA from Noda Brewing Company, and you're all set. Now, we're just stating the obvious because everyone pretty much knows about Midwood, but it's not our personal favorite here. Back on May 5th, 2005, two buddies opened a restaurant in a rundown motor shop in Charlotte. Fast forward to today, 16 years and 7 more locations later, where Mac's Speed Shop continues to dominate the Carolinas. Mac's Speed Shop has won numerous barbecue awards for their signature style and recipes. Traditional barbecue, burgers, tacos, wings, and more. And we can't forget the endless amount of beers on tap. Keep it simple and try the chopped brisket Sammy with slow smoked chopped beef brisket tossed at barbecue. Or change it up with the hickory smoked pulled pork barbecue Sammy served with slaw on the side. And don't miss out on the sides, cause they're hands down the best out there. Think there's better barbecue in Charlotte better than Midwood or Mac's? Let us know your favorite down in the comments below. Next, we have a casual charcoal fire rotisserie joint specializing in authentic pollo a la brasa found on the streets of Peru, Viva Chicken. The menu is fresh, flavorful, and packed with inspired recipes that will transport your taste buds to South America. In fact, their special ovens are built in Peru by a craftsman who knows the chain's founder. Sounds like a weird rumor some kid in elementary school would tell you, but it's true. Viva Chicken is not only hip and healthy, it's quick and convenient, and a great spot for dine-in or takeout. For your first visit, get a quarter, half, or whole chicken and pair it with their delicious sides. There's also salads, rice bowls, sandwiches, wraps, and more. There's a handful of locations, so if you're looking for something casual and quick, but a little different, then Viva Chicken is a perfect choice. Here's something unique. This non-profit restaurant, located in the heart of Uptown Charlotte, serves Southern-inspired cuisine from Carolina farms and purveyors, the King's Kitchen. They feature locally grown foods and ingredients from around the Carolinas, with profits and proceeds going towards feeding the poor and operating the on-site job training and life skills development program employing people in the community who are in need of help. Start your southern meal with some biscuits or cornbread, then fill yourself up with their famous fried chicken sandwich, or our personal favorite, the braised pot roast with Grandma Brennan's special recipe. So if you want chef-inspired southern-style cooking while funding the spiritual and physical needs of those who have the least in Charlotte's community, then the King's Kitchen is a no-brainer. Next, we have a famous American classic, which appeared on diners, drive-ins, and dives 3 times. Let's see what Pinky's Westside Grill has to offer. Pinky serves hot dogs, hamburgers, fried pickles, cold beer, and cocktails, all in a quirky setting. The signature red, white, and blue Volkswagen Beetle on top of the building always elicits laughs from visitors. Come hungry, and preferably not on a diet, because the food here is something else. The Ding Dong chicken sandwich is Thai-inspired, with grilled chicken breast, crunchy peanut butter, sriracha, and honey cilantro slaw. Or try something even crazier, like the famous Triple G burger, with 3 5-ounce all-beef patties with pimento cheese. Which is fitting since some claim Charlotte is the pimento cheese capital of the world. Sure, Charlotte. People also go crazy over the fried pickles, banana pudding, and corn dogs, which come in a handful of styles. So if you're looking for an offbeat space with creative menu items, loaded with calories, then check Pinky's out. If you're looking for a spot with a killer patio featuring Korean-inspired barbecue dishes with a southern twist, then try out Seoul Food Meat Market. Expect fusion dishes such as ramen mac and cheese, kimchi mayo slaw, soy garlic wings, and other dishes packed with flavor and coated in addictive sauces. The restaurant even has a covered dog park on site that is a part of the restaurant next to the outdoor bar where your dog can play. In addition to the patio, it extends out to include a life-sized soccer pool game, beer pong, cornhole, giant Jenga, and battleship. And if that wasn't enough, you can also rent out a karaoke room for you and your friends. Hell, you don't even have to eat here to have a good time. I mean, they'll probably make you buy something, but you know what I mean. And lastly, we have the best hand-cut loaded fries in town, as well as premium burgers, sandwiches, and wraps at What the Fries. This Black-owned establishment started in a dorm room, lasted as a food truck, and is now a full-out brick and mortar. If you want the fries, you need to go with the lobster mac and cheese fries. Lobster, conchiglie pasta, Boursin cheese sauce, Gouda cheese, Asiago cheese, parsley, and red cabbage. There's also tasty burgers served on purple brioche buns from Duke's Bakery that are achieved naturally with purple potato powder. Yeah, this joint is 14 miles south of Charlotte, but it's totally worth the drive. Now, before we move on, we're going to talk to a Charlotte local to get some of their suggestions. Today, we have Mark from @CLTMotion on Instagram. So let's see what they have to recommend. Hey Mark, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, really excited to be here. This is going to be awesome. I can't wait for y'all to see Charlotte.
All right, well, I can't wait for you to share some good suggestions. We are on the restaurant portion of the video, and we just gotta know, what do you got in store for us today?
All right, well, first and foremost, if anybody's coming to Charlotte, the first place I tell them that they have to go is Seoul Gastrolounge in Plaza Midwood. That's more of our hipstery neighbor. It's a little bit outside of Uptown, maybe about 5 minutes or so. And this was our first craft cocktails and tapas restaurant. It's been around for a while now, and as these places are popping up more and more, you really have to pay homage to the places that started it for us. The vibe in there is on the weekends, you're gonna have a DJ playing like deep house music, but very chill and relaxed. Like, it's not gonna be aggressive. The lights are gonna be dimmed a little bit, and they just have the most amazing craft cocktails and tapas that I've ever had. And if you go, you have to get the pork belly tacos. It's the most phenomenal thing that I've ever had. Just a little flour tortilla, pork belly, and a watermelon on top of it. I thought it would be disgusting. I absolutely love it. Now let's say you're looking for a more serious date night kind of vibe. You've gone on a couple dates already and you're really hoping that this is going to seal the deal and y'all are going to be in a relationship. I would head on over to Dilworth Tasting Room. They have a beautiful secret garden patio with a beautiful water fountain out there. The vibe is definitely more of like a wine bar with charcuterie board, but they do have a full bar as well. I'm a big bourbon drinker, and they have amazing old fashions there as well. Chef Schuler did an amazing job with the full menu. And I definitely recommend getting the braised short rib. That's my favorite menu. So let's say you come to Charlotte and you're looking for a uniquely Charlotte experience or a uniquely Carolina experience. I would tell you that you have to go to Heirloom. When I say that everything is locally sourced, I mean every single thing. I'm talking about the honey that is collected in the beehives on the roof to the table that you're sitting at. Every single piece of furniture, every food item, every ingredient is locally sourced from the Carolinas. This creates such a creative and special atmosphere at Heirloom. Because of the changing seasons, they have to change their menu all of the time. And they'll sometimes come up with great different ways of, hey, this wasn't in season, so we had to puree this and mix it with this. And they'll come up with some unique dish that is just phenomenal. I can't say enough great things about that restaurant.
Well, Mark, thank you. Those are 3 absolute bangers. And thanks for joining us today.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Don't forget to follow at CLT Motion on Instagram to help plan your trip. Link down in the description below. For coffee, we have the perfect spot in Noda, short for North Davidson, which is the city's arts and entertainment district. Smelly Cat Coffee House and Roastery. From biscuits to zucchini bread, bakers make all of the delicious breakfasts and pastries in the coffee house kitchen every day from scratch. Even their wide variety of delicious drink syrups are made in-house using whole spices and quality extracts. If you want some booze, their house-curated cocktail menu reflects classics such as the Irish coffee and espresso martini. Best of all, they roast their own ethically sourced beans and have developed a range of coffee profiles to fit the wide variety of coffee origins you desire. Looking for coffee in a different kind of vibe? Luckily, our dessert recommendation offers coffee too. This bakery is committed to creating authentic French-inspired pastries, soups, and savories. From its outside Paris-inspired gate full of lovelocks to the inside's funky decor, everyone loves and admires Amélie's French bakery and cafe. This place is like chilling in someone's living room, the perfect vibe to hang out with friends while enjoying a sweet treat. The salted caramel brownie is a must-try. And nothing else compares except their famed macaroons, which come in an assortment of flavors. If you like quirky shops full of repurposed items and delicious sweets, then definitely make sure to stop by Amélie's for dessert. Alright, it's time for the nightlife and bar scenes of the video. Here at Venture Addicts, we always strive to create the perfect curated list of bars from cheap to fancy to beer to cocktails. And boy, do we have an interesting one here in Charlotte, Idlewild. They operate without a set drink menu, opting instead to let bartenders drive a custom experience according to a guest's general taste preference. That means rather than pursuing a drink list, you'll just have a conversation with the bartender and tell them what you're in the mood for. Dark or light liquor, refreshing or boozy, herbaceous, bitter, citrusy, whatever. And they'll make you something special. So if you're looking for a fresh bar experience in Charlotte, then definitely check out Idlewild and Noda, and definitely check out their reservations for weekend visits. Looking for something simple? This literal hole-in-a-wall is the perfect escape for chilling in a tight, cozy space for cheap drinks and live music. Thirsty Beaver Saloon. With a horseshoe-shaped apartment building wrapped around the bar, you'll immediately recognize the war that took place between developers and Thirsty Beaver's owner. Guess which side got their way? We find this result to be hilarious and somehow enhances your experience by knowing that you're sticking it to the man when you visit here. This place has everything you'd want in a dive bar. Live bands, pool tables, and a jukebox. All of this in a 20-foot by 30-foot box, surrounded by a 5-story residence. You gotta love it. Next up, we have a Prohibition-era bar serving delicious grub and libations inside a historic century-old speakeasy located uptown, the Cellar at Duckworth's. The underground space, built originally in 1912, combines gastropub fare from a chef-driven menu, along with a tap list of specialty and rare beers and signature cocktails that are handcrafted to order by mixologists. Try the Cellar Smash, with vodka, Benedictine, Fernet Branca, bitters, ginger, lemon, and elderflower. Or try the Japanese Highball, the Cellar's take on a classic Japanese whiskey drink, which is both light and refreshing. Heading south of the city, you'll find this spacious brewery with an 8-acre beer garden offering house brews, German beer, and live music in a vibrant setting, the Olde Mecklenburg Brewery. When you walk through the doors of OMB, you'll feel like you've transported to a beer hall somewhere in Cologne or Dusseldorf. High ceilings, warm wood paneling, and a lively community atmosphere makes the brewhouse a great place to pull up a chair and enjoy whatever fresh flavors they're pouring that day. Outside, you'll find endless amounts of seating and space in the beer garden. And if you're hungry, the food menu is vast and full of German and American classics. For the month leading up to Christmas Day, OMB hosts a Christmas market where they transform the beer garden into a German-style Christmas village with traditional huts for shopping, holiday music, tons of lights, and festive food. Proceeding even more south, only 10 miles from uptown, you'll find 12 bowling lanes, pool tables, ping pong, and a handful of other games and drinks all in one place at Piedmont Social House. The 26,000 square foot restaurant and entertainment venue offers a modern menu influenced by traditional Southern flavors, craft beer, and handcrafted libations. There's also a 5,000 square foot patio with a green pitch with lawn seating, cornhole, and bocce ball. Basically, this is like an adult Chuck E. Cheese, minus the tokens and arcade games, but still the screaming children. However, it's a great place to bring the kids along if you can't find a babysitter. And for our last suggestion of the video, across the border in South Carolina, 20 miles south of uptown Charlotte, lies a unique riverfront outpost featuring new American cuisine, craft mixed drinks, and a rooftop bar. the pump house. The plant once pumped about 5 million gallons of water daily from the river to the Celanese textile and chemical plant. By 2016, it had turned into a 5-story, 5-dining, tablecloth restaurant, making it a destination visit for travelers. The entrees and small bites can be pricey, so we recommend visiting after dinner to take advantage of the wine and cocktails while fighting to get a spot for a rooftop view. And real quick before we end this, we're going to bring Mark back one more time to talk about some of his suggestions. So let's see what they have to say.
All right, Mark, had to have you on one more time. We are finishing up the video and we need some good bars, nightlife. What do you have for us?
Well, you can't talk about Charlotte unless you're going to talk about all of our breweries. We have about 50 different microbreweries or regular breweries. I don't know, I'm not an expert at it, but all I know is they serve great beer. If you want to head to some of them, I recommend heading over to South End. That's more of our young professionals kind of environment, and heading down the light rail. It's called the Rail Trail. That's our big public transit that we use. And you can walk up and down the light rail and go to Sycamore and Suffolk Punch. Those are two big like Saturday, Sunday spots. It's always going to be crowded, always going to be great times. Personal favorite though, I love Catawba Brewing's White Zombie. It's like a Blue Moon, but it's a little bit lighter, so you can drink more of them, which is always a good thing. If you're a younger guy and you're really ready to get out there and you're ready to pump your fists, you got to head over to Lost and Found in South End. And that place is always going to have great vibes, good times, as well as QC Social Lounge. Both of those are going to be your big DJ kind of spots with a very club vibe, or as much as we do here in Charlotte. So big fan of both of those places. Personally, though, you'll find me at more of like Lincoln Street and Craft, maybe Penn's Mechanical, playing some of those video games. Got to give a shout out to a great Wagon Road distillery. They make my personal favorite Charlotte-made whiskey, which is Rua. So you got to try that as well.
All right, well, that was a perfect little roundup. I think we got the breweries, we got the distilleries, we got the nightlife. Any kind of vibe you're looking for, I think you got to take one of Mark's suggestions. So thanks again for joining us today, and you have a good one, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. Look forward to seeing the video.
And that concludes our 15th Destinations Explained video. We just want to thank everyone for watching these videos. Watching the views and followers go up every day just really inspires us to keep going. We have a lot of fun making these videos, and yeah, they take a while to make and we don't really make a living off of them, but we're slowly getting there, and as long as I have downtime, we're just going to keep making these. Hopefully one day we'll get to a point where we can get behind the camera more and travel more and do more on-site stuff, but for now, we're going to keep it going like this. And if you have a friend or family or just see someone online trying to find something to do in a city that we covered, you got to share it with them. Hell, it can even be someone who lives in a city and is trying to find something new to do. We have so many comments saying that they lived here for so long and I don't even know half the spots. And we're not surprised. We put a lot of work into these videos. We handpick these spots, whether it's things to do like touristy stuff or restaurants, and we try to really pick a variety and things that can interest any demographic. So if the opportunity ever comes up and you share our video, that would be greatly appreciated. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment which destination we should cover next.